Well, that would be a good name for the video, though. Hello, you have secret message. Hey, everybody. Just taking a pause here. This is how I looked when I cut my grass this afternoon. I kind of think I look like a spy of some kind, or I don't know, Carmen San Diego. Take this off. Now I just look weird. Yeah, man. The world is coming together in peace. Anyway, I think it's still day 238, just much later in the day. I wanted to make a video, obviously, but I woke up from a very nice nap and got me a glass of water and went for a walk. We had really huge storms, thunderstorms come through the area this afternoon, and while I was kind of dozing off when it started, so as far as like the perfect environment to fall asleep, it was pretty good. And anyway, I went for a walk around the block, and my daughter was playing and whatnot, and it hit me that I'm not going to say how fortunate I am, but to count my blessings that I live in an age where, as what I called earlier, the newly minted trans woman can walk around my block and not feel threatened, not feel discriminated against, even though the sweatpant moms are out there. Um, you know, just again to take in the moment and just say, thank you God for this opportunity. And I had a girl that I dated when I was in college, and I'm seeing more and more of her in me. The more that my body changes, and she had long brown hair, and she wore these really cool gypsy skirts all the time, and that's why I'm beginning to see her in me, or me. She was an archetype, I guess, that I'm falling into very easily. But she was crazy, which I guess that also falls into play. But one of the things she liked to do is when it rained, after it rained, she would go and like visit the trees. She was a tree hugger. She actually hugged some trees. But she just liked that after the rain, walking around and looking at puddles. And so I kind of, got me a big old glass of water and went for a walk. And I was walking around looking at puddles and visited the neighbor's dog. And, it's like when they came to the backyard fence and everything. And it just made me be in the moment, I guess. And very, very thankful to be in the moment. And very, very thankful to be alive. And at this age, regardless of how much time I have left, I'm definitely at a moment of peace and serenity in my life. If something was to happen, unfortunately, and only God knows, get hit by a bus, but who's around buses anymore? Have a cardiac arrest, my number's up, whatnot. Not something I do to myself, but something else. I have reached peace. I have reached peace, and I think it will only get better and better as time goes on. And that's a pretty good way of looking at things, I think. I may not be as feminine as I want to be. I hate this like gray shadow shit that's over my, looks like I still have a mustache or something. But probably everyone has something about themselves that they don't like. One of the other trans women talked about, someone wrote a letter about her big nose, and she just kind of took it in stride, like, well, I guess I do, what am I going to do about it? So again, just, it was a humbling moment, I guess, and thought a lot about maybe a lot of my recent rants and complaints about having to exercise and how unfair it is. And, I'm just thankful that it's doable. Again, we live in a world where, my company is pretty darn cool about trans folk and paying for, letting the insurance if you meet the requirements and everything. Um, I'm thankful that that exists. And they're hiring, by the way. So, it's one of those things that, again, I'm very thankful that the perspective, I guess, that I was given today. And it was just very, very nice to walk through my neighborhood and, the kids that were playing in their yard, even the old sweatpants moms on their front porch. I guess I'm a source of gossip or something. I don't know. But, I've lived in this neighborhood for 10 years. And so I've been here longer than any of them. And I passed 2 vacant houses on my way around the block that I didn't know were vacant. So, here I am and here I will remain, and we'll let these other folks come and go, If only I could look at my own problems and remember that, I am the sky and they're just storm clouds. And storm clouds come, storm clouds go, But again, like I said, I just wanted to share just a moment of peace. And I can hope that for anybody who is transitioning, that they also, as part of their transition, feels kind of one with the world and peaceful and whatever. Again, this is an opportunity that we have to make the most of what we have, and we'll go from there. So anyway, take it for what you will. Just sharing a positive moment, and yeah. So on that note, I'm gonna go hang out with my daughter and read. It's funny, I found myself I was walking around the block. For some reason I was I kept on looking up at the clouds and whatnot, and I expected someone to, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm looking for spaceships, red ones, which is a line from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So that got me going on that. So I'm walking around the rest of the block, quoting from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and I thought that was kind of cool too. So, all right, my friends, until next time, hang in there. Good luck.